Hello, my name is Jessica Tillman, and I was born in Virginia, and I came to Roxbury, Massachusetts, where my mother lived, and that's where she lived, and her marriage was in Roxbury. But she went to Virginia to have me and to also have my older sister because her grandmother, my mother's grandmother, was a midwife, so she felt safe and was less hospitals and so forth. But my two brothers, one older, one younger, was born in Roxbury, Massachusetts. Well, I came back around 6 to start school here in Roxbury, and that's where I went to elementary school and I went to Girls High, graduated. Elementary school was on Northampton Street, and Girls High was on West Newton Street in Roxbury. It was streets, it was neighborhoods like, it was like the Greek neighborhood, the Irish neighborhood, the black neighborhood was like parts of Charlotte Avenue, 2 streets here, 3 over there, and that's the way it was. Black, like I said, 3 or 4 streets, Irish, the West End, different places. But it was neighborhoods or the community was divided, okay? In my school, grammar school and high school, it was like, about a classroom of 22 would have like 4 blacks. One in some rooms it would be 2 blacks, some would be 9 or 10 blacks, but it always was a lesser for blacks. And I did feel more comfortable to have more black people around me because I feel better or more comfortable when I'm around people that look like me, act like me, talk like me, and so forth. And that's the way it was. And I don't know if you want to say that's prejudice or this or that, but that's the way I felt. Comfort measures, comfort level. Mm-hmm. I was growing up, I don't believe it was that much prejudice and so forth because it was before they had that big thing in, I think it was like the beginning of the 60s in South Boston when there was a race riot and fighting and so forth. When I myself as a young girl worked at Cable Raincoat, which was in South Boston. I took the streetcar, I went myself and no one bothered me. Or we went to Kelly's to get clams or something in South Boston, and that wasn't there. It was too few black people, let me tell you, in Roxbury at the time to have a race riot going on or so much. It was prejudice, I'm sure, because like I said, I prefer to be with this person that was of color than of white, but that's the way it was. And when it really got terrible was years later when the busing situation went on. Yeah. That's what it was. Yeah, that's what I believe anyway. Mm-hmm. When I went down south to visit, it was very different. It was very nice because, like, my grandmother had a small piece of land, which it was like 22 acres. My grandfather was 95 acres. And it was big open spaces. You would go to the black churches and this. I never came, I guess we went to stores or whatnot, but I did not pick it up. But naturally I was told and know that it was going on. But it wasn't like a city place, so you went to a different neighbor's house or something, so it was black people and so forth. Well, when we went to visit, we usually would go by car, but we did go by train many times, and I don't think you can There was no back seat or anything on the train. I don't know. I don't know. No, because see, they knew. My family knew, you know, the adults knew you didn't stop here, you didn't stop there. So I didn't come. And at that time, I was a child, and I was protected from any, you know, thing that would go on. They knew in advance what would happen and so forth. I would say yes, and I would say no, because I've never lived there as an adult, but now a lot of people are moving back to, and it's very nice. I visit, you know, Atlanta is a beautiful city and opportunities and so forth. Virginia is, so many places have so many opportunities. So now maybe it would be better if I could move back. Can't afford it.